Music creation.
My name is Beastmode.
Welcome to another episode of Question and Answer with My Name is Beastmode. Remember, if you have a question for Beastmode, leave it in the comment section and it may get used in a future episode.
What's up, guys? My name is Beastmode, bringing you guys episode 3 of my question and answer series. And like the girl said, the kind lady, please leave your questions in the comment section below, guys. There wasn't a ton of questions this week. There are definitely enough to fill up the episode, but you know, you guys have a great chance to actually get your questions answered, so I'd encourage you to just leave your questions in the comment section below. You have over a 75% chance of me answering them, so definitely feel free to leave your questions, you know, even 2 if you really got 2 things that are really on your mind. But let's start this thing off with Doc Chiro 777. His question was religion. That was it. And I'm assuming, what type of religion am I? I'm an evangelist, and essentially, if you guys aren't familiar with that term, that's basically the most basic form of, essentially we would just say Christian. It's not Lutheran, it's not Catholic, it's not Mormon, Jehovah's Witness, it's not like anything like that. It's just the basic Christian. That's essentially what an evangelist is. You don't really hear evangelist or like the Evangelical Free Church. That's the church I go to. Essentially, it's a Christian church. It's just the base roots of Christianity. Really, it's more about the Bible. You know, we don't have our own stuff. It's kind of really delve into the Word, I guess. So yeah, that's the answer to that question. Let's see, Skylar1212, do you enjoy doing knife only on MW3, and why? If so, what's the best pistol you like to use when going knife only? As far as the pistol, I'm pretty sure I just went with the basic USP, had a tack knife on it. That's just kind of what I like to roll with. I'm pretty sure it's like the first pistol, so I just use that one. As far as do I like MW3 knifing, I think knifing is always more satisfying than using a gun when you do well, but the thing is you don't do well as much. It's definitely a lot more frustrating to do knife only, and I think in MW3 it's even more frustrating than it has been in previous Call of Duties, just in the fact it's harder in this game, honestly, guys. It is. You know, Black Ops was a lot easier to be successful in. This game, it just seems like you die easier. There's just a lot of bull crap, and it's a lot bigger challenge for knife-only players to do well. So overall, I'd say, yeah, it's still fun when you do well, but it's definitely more frustrating, and I think at times it's just more frustrating than it is, you know, worth it. More frustrating than the good you'll get out of it. Thumper Guy 1 asks, at 340, and this would be in the last episode, at 340 you say it's like the first time having sex. I think I was referring to Call of Duty 4 or something. Tell us about the first time you had sex. Laugh out loud, smiley face. Well, thanks for that great question, Thumper Guy. I'm actually going to refrain from answering that, not because I wouldn't answer it, but because I have a girlfriend right now, and we will more than likely be getting married, and the girl in question and the girl I'm with now are not the same person, so answering this question would be like granting myself a death wish, and I don't think you guys want to see me die, so for obvious reasons, I'm not going to be able to answer your question, and I just wouldn't feel right doing that, so I'm gonna avoid that one for now. Seth F. 2009, what features do you want the most in the next Call of Duty? As far as the next Call of Duty, I want to see a lot more customization. Just anything they can think of. More customization on guns, attachments, character loadout, the customizable emblems, just anything that they can think to add even more variety to, I think would be great. Because variety, it really adds more depth to the game and more uniqueness to your own character in a sense. I'd also like to see a lot of map variety, and in that map variety, just a lot more colors, like vibrant colors. I think that's what made Hazard a cool map to me, is because the colors were actually vibrant. A lot of Call of Duty, yeah, they use different colors, but they're pretty bland. Like, they're pretty dry colors, if you know what I mean. It's not like flower colors, and that really sounds gay. But yeah, just more colors, and then a variety of maps, large, small. I like the smaller maps better. Definitely like tight corners, you know, close quarters combat a lot more than long range. I think that's kind of, I don't know. That's just kind of my personal opinion. I'd like to see the game more focused on objectives. I hate how in MW3 it doesn't show in the leaderboard like how many flags you've capped, say if you're playing domination. I think that's stupid. Speaking of stats, definitely bring back a combat record, because that's just great to have. I hate that it doesn't have that. It's essentially Call of Duty Elite, but it was free. Tomahawks, definitely bring them back. If not, you know, something similar to Tomahawks, some type of, you know, melee equipment. And then overall, just No lethal support streaks. I think lethal support streaks to be assault streaks, because if they can kill someone, why wouldn't they be assault? And then just overall balanced guns. No FMG9s at the start of the game. I don't think there should have to be 8 patches in the first 8 weeks of the game. It's like, seriously, did you guys not play the game enough to figure out that the FMG9 Akimbo was overpowering? I mean, people were using that gun as a primary instead of any other primary because it was better than any other primary, and they've patched it 4 times and it's still really good. It's just like, man, just make it a single gun, no Akimbo on it. Just take that out, quick fix. So yeah, that would be great to definitely, kind of have it smooth from the start. Fallen Prodigy 23, are you a fan of the Marka J? I wouldn't say I'm like a fan, but I do watch his videos occasionally. If you guys aren't familiar with the Marka J, he essentially is just one of those guys that is really, really good at Call of Duty. He posts up really beastly gameplay, gets a lot of kills, high kill death ratio. I'm talking like 60 plus kill games, consistently. Just essentially one of those. He's kind of like Sandy Ravage type deal. D-Rock 1 killed you. Do you think that Robert Boeing did do his job and Infinity Ward just didn't care? Or do you think that Robert Boeing didn't do his job and Infinity Ward got little to no info from him? I'd actually lean to the side that Robert Boeing actually did do his job. Overall, some of you guys are going to be like tra-la-la and trolling and stuff and like, oh, Robert Boeing, he sucks. But you really don't know what his job was. His job was essentially just to talk to us and see what the players wanted, and then he'd go tell the development team, like, okay, here's what the players want. But he really had nothing to do with actually making the game. He didn't actually go in there and change the mechanics. So yeah, he might be like, okay, this is what the players want. They want this, but then it's the development team's decision on whether they're actually going to put that into the game or not his decision. So I think he did do his job, and he just, because he's in that public spotlight, he takes all the heat from everyone that's just kind of getting pissed off at Infinity Ward in general. So I think it was just his time to move on. I think he tried to do his job as best that he could. La 400. If you could go anywhere on Earth, where would you go? And also, why would you go there? Last summer, I had the chance to go to Italy with my girlfriend for 2 weeks, but unfortunately I couldn't. I really wish I could have. I almost wish I would have instead. I had essentially the Nebraska high school all-star game type deal. It's basically like the best football players in the state. It's for a charity called what was it? The Shrine Bowl. We raise money for like kids in hospitals, the Shriners hospitals. And so that was like 2 weeks of 2-a-days and everything, and then we played the game on a weekend. And it was right during the time that my girlfriend went to Italy. But I'd really like to go to Italy. I think there's a lot of history there. It's a very pretty place, and Rome in particular, I think Rome would be a cool city to just kind of go around. And from what she said, it was definitely a great experience. So I'd like to go there. GBVO, yo Beast, who were the top 3, your top 3 favorite teachers in high school? No one's really gonna know these people, so I guess I'm just answering this one for you, Jet Vortex. I would have to say Mr. Wynot, Dr. Cox, and Miss Bechtel. I think they're all pretty unique. Miss Bechtel was definitely a unique teacher, as long as you were on her good side. Kit Cooper, 1986. How old are you? I actually just turned 20 yesterday. Yesterday was my birthday. Turned a big 20. Every 10 years is kind of like a deal, I guess. So, yep, just turned 20. Blizzco13. If you could pick one famous action star or movie star to be a playable character in Call of Duty, who would it be? Rambo. Be Rambo for sure, just because I've always been a fan of Sylvester Stallone for some reason, mostly because of the Rocky movies, but Rambo kind of fits the way I play. He's just a badass, but he's also kind of sneaky anyway. He's got that huge-ass, like, commando knife thing, which is pretty sweet. And then lastly, what tips can you give a person who is starting off knifing only in a separate profile? Be patient. Be ready to do bad, and be ready to just get frustrated. So, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like, favorite, all that good stuff, guys. Hope you have a good one. Peace out.